He alone can single-handedly destroy any team he's up against. First Killer having a day. Rogue has not dropped a game in this second day of the major. We'll see if they drop one here against EnVy, who's had some struggles at times. Even their 4-0 win over the Peeps was a tough one. And Rogue, certainly not going to be an easy opponent.
And Rogue coming off the most recent match, so they're going to be a little more warmed up as that shot goes close. And Taroko coming in to get that ball into the corner. Great clear, and it looks like Rogue's going to have some numbers going forward, but First Killer can't do much with that pass. They're going to have to reset here in the orange half. And a few mistakes coming out from Team EnVy, but Rogue unable to capitalize thus far.
Yeah, this has been a struggle for both teams right now, trying to get a hold of the ball. A wrestling match. And now things starting to space out. Turo off the side while First Killer gets a good challenge. It's dropping straight down. Mist will hit this to the corner. Chance for EnVy to break out. Mist. Stopped.
Oh, look at that. Look how hesitant Team EnVy is right now. They realize how deadly Rogue has been all day. And look at that angle from First Killer. My goodness.
He has got a hot hand today. First Killer from the corner. Mist is in net waiting. He can't even believe his eyes. First Killer putting that far post.
Putting it out of the reach of the defender. That is picture perfect shot placement right there. And Team EnVy just looking a little razzled right now, and Rogue firing on all cylinders.
Surgical accuracy. First Killer, he impresses us so often with that. And he's certainly given opponents anxiety. Anytime First Killer has a theoretically possible angle, there's a chance he's going to score it.
Yeah, it's just incredible. When he's on, he's on. And I think Johnny Boy has a very, very solid argument of this guy being the best in North America. He's just so mechanically gifted.
He certainly is, but EnVy, one of the strongest teams, always placing in the top 4 in RLCSX. They've done it again, but they're not happy with third place. They're going to be looking for first, and he's Atomic. I thought he was tying it up there, but a massive save, and Rogue will stay in the lead.
Taroko just showing steel resolve right there, but the net's open, and Turo going to push that towards the top of the box, and a weak shot turned away by Mist. Right now, EnVy are getting shots, but the placement just poor, and Rogue defenders are just in the right place at the right time.
And we've seen this a bunch from Rogue, where they're trapped on their goal line. First Killer in particular, very good, coming out of net, reading the backboard bounce, getting up early to deny the shot. But even just the general goal line defense from Rogue has been very good, even in this game. Clogging up the angles, but now another chance, and you see Turbo coming in to keep this ball still in play.
Oh, flip reset, beautiful. And I'm curious about your opinion on this, James. Do you think First Killer is one of the best backwall defenders that there is, not only in North America, but in all of RLCS?
I do, because he's just so good at reading the ball. You watch how he approaches these double taps from the corners, any bounce. It seems like First Killer has just read it all, and he's done it all. And look at Rogue doing it all as well. Taroko flying in, the pressure. You see First Killer, a light tap. It was well placed, and it forced Atomic to dive for it. The boost struggles from EnVy, Subi. There was nothing they could do there.
Nothing they could do, especially with Rogue going all in on that offensive play. All 3 members up in the box and getting touches on that ball makes it hard to defend. And another angle from First Killer. You have got to be kidding.
How much boost did he have? He picks up, he had a third of a tank. Look at that accuracy, the power as well. An exquisite touch from First Killer. He makes it look so easy.
And that's all it took, James. It took just over 3 minutes for all 3 members of Rogue to get involved offensively.
Turo, a pair of assists. First Killer, a pair of goals. Turo gonna push this to the corner. And Team EnVy, you can see the boost struggles. Mist on empty, Atomic on empty, Turbo waiting in the mid to try to support.
Not only the boost struggles, but also positioning struggles. They were so bunched up in that corner, and you know, they were all sitting there, okay, maybe we can split this boost pad in thirds and each get 33, but it doesn't work like that. They've got to make sure they hold down that goal line, especially with how First Killer's been shooting. The angles he's pulling out right now, you've got to expect a shot regardless of where he is on the field.
No chance for EnVy. They've brought the ball all the way downfield, but again, the Rogue defense standing strong on the goal line. Turbo, light shot. We saw him score a few lobs yesterday. Turbo finding ways to score, and man, EnVy could use that now. Still scoreless. Turbo bailing out on that play and missed. We'll hit it up to Atomic, trying to get something going, Subi, because this game
there it is.
Was all Rogue. Finally, one goes in. 10 seconds left. It's going to be tough, but at a minimum, Subi, at least they're dodging the shutout.
Yeah, at least, hey, we got on the board. It took us a while to wake up. You got to say, okay, Rogue just played, so they're a little warmer. They're hot. Now it's our turn. Now we can start ramping things up, and let's carry this momentum into game number 2. And that was a great push forward by Atomic. And a little team bump there. They're going to want to forget that. But Rogue, definitely the heavy favorite here after game number 1. They just looked unstoppable on offense.
Particularly First Killer, you see his ability to just hit those shots. First Killer was doing that for Rogue. And when First Killer's on point, Rogue is a tough team to beat. So now the question is, what is EnVy going to do to right the ship? In game 1, it was rough for them. We saw them have boost struggles. We saw them not able to put in a few opportunities where they were on the goal line. And also First Killer being a handful. This Rogue team, it's certainly the toughest team that EnVy's faced in a while. Obviously losing to NRG, but Rogue, it seems like they just have a special brand of Rocket League that is so difficult to hang up with.
Yeah, it's just called volume. Just keep putting shots on. First Killer had a total of 6 shots in that game. So if you're EnVy, you have to limit the amount of shots First Killer gets to look at. And that's going to come from bumps. That's going to come from demos. And it's going to come from aggressive defensive play. You've got to cut passing lanes. You've got to do whatever you can just to get the ball away from him. Handle First Killer first. That's your first line of business. And then you can deal with Turinturo and Taroko.
So we'll see how EnVy responds in game 2. They've had a few slow starts in this tournament where they just come out a bit sluggish, but time is running out. This is it for them. They've got to start figuring things out. Rogue, they've come out swinging now. 9 straight wins today in terms of games. EnVy trying to stop this Rogue that has been relentless. They won the last regional event. They're trying to win this major. And, you know, First Killer in his interview said that they're not the underdogs. And he thinks that they've got a good chance at being a top team in North America. And they've proven that yet again.
They have, and they made me completely eat my words from the pre-show. You know, I've doubted them, and I doubted them this morning, but that ends today. I will no longer doubt this Rogue team. They are absolutely the real deal, and they are here to stay in North America.
But EnVy, they have the 4-time Turbo. Find ways to win. That's the catch-all, right? Yes, Rogue is great, but EnVy has one of the best, if not the best, Rocket League player of all time. And also missed an Atomic when they can hit their stride. You know, they look like potential best players in the world. Missed an excellent defensive and offensive player. And Atomic, he has dazzled us with his mechanics and his creativity on the offensive side of the ball. So EnVy, they've got the tools. Will they use them? A hard shot and a save from Turinturo. First Killer, that net was open, but the shot was wide. So EnVy catch a break. What will they do with that extra life? First, on for a backward pass, but miss was quick too. It hit off the side. And Taroko will lob it up, double commit, but it still works out. What? Almost goes in, bounced off that lip and out. A close call for Rogue. Miss trying to outdo the angles coming in from First Killer, but that shot rattles underneath the crossbar. And just like that, Rogue go up by 1. And wow, you see Turinturo was trying to harass missed, got caught. He stopped on the back of the net instead of carrying through. If he carries through, he might be able to block that. So not sure why he hit the brakes there, and that's gonna cost EnVy. Rogue going up 1-0. This one's still early. Missed. Will catch it at the midfield. Around Taroko, another double commit. EnVy not as polished. As you see Rogue.
Oh,
testing. First killer going for that air dribble, gets some help on the pinch, and now Taroko, shot opportunity, and that one's dropped wide.
Oh, this is a good opportunity here for EnVy. They can bomb this downfield, but missed. Had Turbo waiting for that pass and just kind of pushed it too far forward from him, and that's a dangerous pass from Turinturo. It's going to open things up for Team EnVy, and a lot of mistakes coming out early from Team EnVy, something we're not used to from this team, and let's see if they can kind of clean things up. Atomic trying to fake out first killer and missed. Put that shot on a little too soft.
Taroko recovered so nicely. Turbo had come from behind and bumped him all the way out to the midfield. Taroko getting back and was able to make that stop. Rogue, can their defense hold up? It can! Turinturo! Another shot comes in, it's high. First killer will tip it and touch it safely over to the side. More goal line heroics from Rogue.
Rogue showing that they can bend on defense, but yet to break. But Turbo Postal still weathering down this defense. They're doing a great job, but he can't get that boost steal from first killer, and that's gonna be massive and lead to this break out of their defensive half for Rogue.
Rogue is on a spree. Can anyone stop them right now? EnVy, they have a task ahead of them. This is a sprint to the ball. Good bounce, but first killer again, comfortable with the read off the backboard and racing to it. Gets the 50, back to Taroko. First killer chasing this down, low on boost, wave dashing to pick up speed. Gets the ball out to the middle, and guess who's there? It's Taroko for the goal.
And this is what makes Rogue so good. It just pops out and hey, one look, one shot, and ball in the back of the net. Every opportunity that Rogue is getting, they are capitalizing on.
And first killer staying in the play. Rogue, they are brimming with confidence right now. Rogue clearing this downfield. EnVy, they're struggling to keep up with this pace and to find a way around this impregnable Rogue defense. Juro back to first killer. Good hop by Atomic now, shooting chance for miss, but he drops it back down to Atomic, and Atomic does his best to get it out to the middle, but again, the shot is met right at its origin. Turinturo will get the save, and now the ball back to the corner. Turbo gave up possession. Atomic couldn't prevent first killer from clearing that downfield, and now it's going to be missed. Working his way out of harm. And a double commit again. Everyone from EnVy going for that. You can see how much space first killer has now. Trying to get it into a dribble, wasting so much time off the clock. Controlling this ball. But a demo there. Atomic can give EnVy hope. This one bouncing off the corner. Taroko up high. Turbo has to beat first. He doesn't. First gets his jump back up off the ceiling, but Atomic will break up the play.
Man, it's just every time first killer goes up, he's always got to look at net. And this is going to be another goal for Rogue going downfield. Going to end game number 2 just like game number 1 with a 3-goal advantage. And Rogue is just looking great on offense right now, but I think the bigger thing at play right now is just how many double commits we're seeing from Team EnVy.
And all of that is due to the speed and the confidence that Rogue is playing with. EnVy feeling like they have to play with that extra bit of pace, and right now Rogue is the more comfortable team.
Well, the best news right now for Team EnVy is this is a best-of-7 series, so they still have a realistic shot at bringing this to Game 6, Game 7, whatever it is. But if they lose Game 3, we know the history of, the reverse sweeps in Game 7s in Rocket League, and it does not bode well for those trying to pull off the reverse sweep.
And especially with against a Rogue that is playing this well. And first killer, he was still making his mark, but you see Taroko stepping up, getting a hat trick, cleaning up these goals. This Rogue team is a triple threat team. First killer, you cannot deny that he is the star, but man, he has a quality support staff. Taroko and Turinturo stepping up, making star plays when they have to, and Rogue shut out EnVy. EnVy did not seem to have any answers for this Rogue team.
Yeah, it's all good and gravy when First Killer is firing on all cylinders. He's getting hat tricks and 10 shots a game. But when he isn't, that's when we question Rogue. And Taroko getting a hat trick, make sure that there is an answer to every single one of those questions. If all three members of Rogue are playing like this, I don't know if anyone can beat them. And you can start to look past Team EnVy if Rogue's playing like this, and you can start to look at the grand finals and say, you know what? There is a realistic possibility that this Rogue team can take NRG down in the first grand finals and then take them to game 2.
It'll be a rematch, but the tables will be turned if Rogue does make it through. We saw NRG take the first series against Rogue in the last regional, but failed to win that second series. Rogue, they'll have to be able to do that twice. And a save from Atomic on the goal line. That was a huge save from Atomic. Trying to keep this ship afloat. EnVy. Very important game, Subi.
Yeah, this is the entire series right here for Rogue. Or for EnVy and First Killer. The angles he is coming out with in this series is unbelievable.
World class. First Killer, a world-class player, making world-class reads. And Rogue, it is a scorched earth policy. There's no room for negotiation.
It's just incredible to see him go up, and he never has a doubt of where that ball's going once it bounces off that wall. Never second guesses himself. He's already up in the air before that ball even starts bouncing off the wall. It's just nothing short of amazing. It's so fun to watch, as that's a great defensive stance, but Turbo Pulse there for the cleanup.
The veteran coming in, punching this one in. You see Mist, a wonderful touch there. Turbo waiting in the wings, senses his time and hops in on it, but Mist, that shot, you saw multiple defenders dive at it. EnVy, they know they can't afford to lose this one.
And if they clean up their play, I think it's going to be a very, very tight series. But once you start committing, it just makes Rogue's job that much easier.
And we have seen EnVy have these slow starts before they start hitting their stride. So EnVy not out of it yet by any means. But this game, a critical one. Backward pass, First Killer still has his flip.
My
Almost
gosh.
snipes the top corner. Rogue still on offense. Turbo
What a steal.
jumps in the lane. It's wide. It rolls straight up. Turbo. That could have been the go-ahead goal. First Killer almost making a highlight play. Man, the action is coming at breakneck speeds.
That was a great save by Turbo, preventing that ball from squeezing in that upper 90, and then he almost sends that ball rolling all the way downfield into the net, but kind of ski-balled up and went up that top post. Unfortunate for Turbopulsa, but good luck for Rogue here as it remains tied up.
Scramble on the corner. Mist and Turbo almost colliding on the backboard. Atomic going in reverse, does get the touch. Awkward ball for Turbo. Couldn't get a hard hit. First Killer, does he recover? He does! First Killer! He has a flopping Atomic on the goal line. First Killer. He's cold-blooded, isn't he, Subi?
Oh, he just lands on all four. He's holding the drift so he can carry his momentum, and he sees that defender flailing off the backboard and says, all right, I'll just put it down low, and you're too slow. And just like that, once again, Rogue in the lead.
Turbo on the respawn is going to have a perfect chip on this ball. But we've seen it now, EnVy, a few times where they have these instances where they've got time and they give up possession, hitting it down, and you can tell the stress that Rogue is putting EnVy under. Flip reset, Turo. He was almost able to graze that ball. He was hunting for net. Missed. Touch forward. Taroko gets blocked. It's back to Atomic, who puts it down. And now it's a 1v1. Turo versus Turbo, and Turbo jumps the lane fast. EnVy still within striking distance. We've got 2 minutes left, but only a 1-goal lead for Rogue. EnVy. This does feel like it's it for them.
Yeah, if they can get a goal here, that almost surely seals the deal, puts a nail in a coffin. But right now, EnVy looking at a little bit of offense, and Turbo goes a little too high. Crossbar denies, And he'd like another shot at that one, and he might get it as they maintain possession.
Another infield pass. Turbo up to the backboard, missed. Tries to get above it, but again, first there to break up the play. Passing from EnVy, they're keeping control, taking shot after shot on Rogue. That block attempt by Mist, he was trying to 50 it through, couldn't get it. And now Rogue break out first with the dribble. Mist goes head to head, and the ball does get killed out to the corner. Under a minute left. Turbo has that pinch to the corner. First killer out to the midfield. Mist, high lob up. Taroko going for another touch on the ground. It's going towards the corner, but Atomic will get back to make the save. Now Atomic, high lob, testing first killer, who puts it to the corner. Taroko getting beat by Atomic. First up again. Rogue shutting down these passing lanes. One more goal here could seal it.
Oh, this is what they need. They need to get this play set. This is their last push into the offensive half. And all it takes is one good clear from Rogue, and it's game over.
But that's not the best clear. Turo will clean things up. Turbo with a save. It's going to kick off the backboard. And first, off to the side. Last chance for EnVy. Turbo keeping this airborne. Taroko down. Missed with the catch. First killer with the block. Atomic is dunked as well. First killer ensuring Rogue walk away with a win in game 3.
Well, James, once again, the storyline is just shot after shot after shot. Just give first killer the ball and watch success happen before your eyes. Team EnVy has no answer to the shots coming out from first killer.
Yeah, first killer, he is having a heck of a day out there for Rogue, and Rogue in general. The defense, they're just making stop after stop after stop, even when EnVy's getting good looks. And it's so hard for EnVy to get a good look because of how well Rogue is playing their angles in front of net. It seems like every time EnVy's trying to take a shot, someone is already there at the origin, blocking off any chance that EnVy has at scoring. And they have been keeping EnVy down on the scoreline, and they're one game away from moving to the grand final. So Rogue, they continue their win streak, and it has been an impressive day so far for Rogue.
It absolutely has been, and it's not been an easy walk for them. I mean, they started the day off going up against SSG and made quick work of them. And hey, I said flash in the pan. No, this has been an all-out kitchen fire, and we cannot put them out. And it looks like NRG is going to have to be the one to control the Flames, because right now, Team EnVy has to pull off a reverse sweep. And with the way they've been playing, it doesn't look like it's going to happen, especially with the defense that you brought up from Rogue, rather. It's so impressive to watch all three members. Someone's covering up close, someone's covering the back post, and someone's up on that backboard. It's just perfect defense.
And you see the remnants of EnVy from the last game getting pulled off the field, getting game 4 ready for us. Rogue, one win away from a rematch against NRG. And there is a chance still. EnVy, they're going to have to reverse sweep, but we saw the Pioneers almost pull it off against Rogue.
True, but that was a game 5. Taking this Rogue team to game 7 is going to be a tall order.
Especially if first killer keeps it up. Atomic, flip reset. Down to missed. That shot off the post. Turbo going to clean up. Turbo again. That player ready to pick up the pieces once the chance gets made.
Good mid-air handoff between Atomic and Mist, and Turbo Pulsa always positioning himself perfectly in case that ball bounces out. Team EnVy taking the early lead, but they've got to hold on for another 4.5.
Pass. Missed over to the corner. He's got tons of space here. Gonna pass it right off to Atomic. And even there, you see Mist. He's got an opportunity to maybe go for a solo play. We see the bravery from Rogue, the willingness to make those solo plays. But Mist gave up that ball and gave up a chance to do something more. Atomic will lob it up. Turbo making things difficult. Missed with a chance. Going for the double. It's out of reach.
Man, they've had so many close calls. James, and again, first killer. How does he continue to find the only open hole in the net?
And you see the space. Atomic, he was low on boost, decided to go for that corner boost, and that gave so much real estate to first killer. First killer, when you give him even a sliver, he will work with it. And you see it again. First killer, a nose for net. And that was the tying goal. Off the backboard, Atomic will take this downfield, and a block as well. Atomic getting the backboard bounce, a miss. This could be good for EnVy. Miss, trying to get around it, catches it, but the play shut down.
Awkward sequence of events there for EnVy, but Atomic gets a much-needed second touch. Turbo Pulse fires, and Taroko keeps it off the goal line. Somehow, some way, Rogue deny yet another shot from Team EnVy.
And the amount of time the ball has spent on the goal line for Rogue, it's unbelievable that EnVy has not scored more. Atomic catching, like tap up to miss, missed. Oh, you see Atomic trying to read that one. It was a tough read. Now first killer straight towards net, missed, will get back.
No way!
Taroko!
He pre-jumped this to dunk it into the net. Miss goes to block. Hey, there's Taroko, and you hit it right at him. What a read from Taroko.
Oh my, Taroko sees the future. And the future looks good for Rogue. Now ahead, 2-1. EnVy testing Taroko. But that rebound comes out. Turbo, the rebound king, keeps EnVy in this.
The will to stay alive. You can sense it from Turbo, and Turinturo couldn't wrap around fast enough. And Taroko couldn't get his wheels on that back wall, had to try and boost all the way back to that upper 90. Team EnVy not going down without a fight.
And the comms were there as well for EnVy. You saw Atomic stop going towards the ball, back off. Turbo calling him off, getting that goal. The composer's there, but first killer going for the dish, bails out, and Turo flies in. Rogue take the lead right back.
Look at the amount of respect first killer commands. Everybody thinks he's going for the shot. He fakes that one and leaves it up for Turinturo. All three members of Rogue getting a goal here in game number 4.
Rogue, every time EnVy gets back into it, they leverage another goal. They lay another blow. It's unbelievable pressure from Rogue. They are stepping up. Taroko tapping it off the side. First killer will let Turo take this one. Low boost for Taroko. Counterattack opportunity now, but first killer, you see him out there in the midfield, hovering behind the ball. First killer daring anybody to come near him, try to take the ball away. It doesn't seem like anyone was willing to do it.
All three members of EnVy went, oh no, cover the net, he's up in the air. Hey, all three just let him have so much space and time right there at midfield. Great drop down pass from Turinturo, but first killer had to hesitate just a little bit and no shot could come from it.
You see how scared really the EnVy defense was in that situation, immediately going back towards net, letting Taroko take that space. Whether it's fear or lack of boost, it's hard to tell because Rogue has been dominant. Looking to get that safety goal.
Yeah, that's what Rogue is mainly doing right now. They realize if we go down by 2, it's game over and we're done for the day, done for this majors, but we can get one. We can get one and claw our way back, but Turbo Pulse has to race back. That was almost dangerous as Atomic was there. Could have gone off him and back towards the box.
Final minute. This has to be the time for EnVy. Can they rise to the occasion? A demo and now a 50 will send this off to the side. First, double commit. Atomic will pop it straight up. Low boost. Turbo's going to have an angle. Goes for the shot, but it's saved again on the goal line.
Rogue denying shot after shot from Team EnVy. Right now they can't buy a goal, and here comes Mist. Gets the demo, gets the drop down pass, but Atomic unable to find that angle. And here we go, James, 15 seconds to go.
EnVy have to dig deep. Turbo launching this to the corner. Atomic, the 50, it goes down. Will it stay up? No, it doesn't. Rogue sweep EnVy and are moving on to the grand finals.
4 up, 4 down, and Team EnVy down and out of this major, but Rogue propelling themselves to once again another grand finals.
Rogue is on fire. Was Turinturo coming out of nowhere, getting that goal line save, and even Taroko making plays, first killer with the shots. This Rogue squad, they're firing on all cylinders, Subi.
Yeah, you said it. And they limited first killer to only 2 shots, but when you've got Turinturo and then Taroko with 5 shots, and then he gets that loco block to go in the back of the net, you just can't do anything. You just got to say, hey, we got outplayed. The better team won today.
That was a crazy series from Rogue, and they're still perfect on the day. 12-0, all best of 7s, and to not drop a game. That is mind-blowing. NRG is going to have their hands full.
100%. I cannot wait for this grand finals. It is going to be so intense, and how fitting that it's the last 2 teams that played in the last regional going up again head-to-head. It's going to be so fun.
And we have it. We've got a rematch, but this time the tables have turned. NRG, they came from the lower bracket last time, and now Rogue having to do the same thing. We'll find out if NRG can defend that upper bracket life and get the win, or if Rogue is going to have one of the most impressive lower bracket runs that we've seen in quite some time. And to break down this match and what's to come, we're going to head back to the desk.